Ringside or Riot? ComicCon? More like Comic Conquered.
Let's talk about wrestling. Pull a seat up and pour yourself a cold drink. We're gonna talk about the things that fire you up. Because it is wrestling. Everyone is coming down, not wearing a frown. Talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Talk about the things that really fire you up. And because it is wrestling, everyone is coming down, not wearing a frown.
I'm back. Did you miss me? I know. I can be pretty handsome when need be. So I went to San Diego Comic-Con where, believe it or not, wrestling was abundant. It should come as no surprise to anybody that WWE and TNA both had a presence there. Haters gonna hate, potatoes gonna potate, but whether you like it or not, wrestling is an important part of pop culture, regardless of what your argumentative best friend or cousin that thinks she knows everything say. Hey, Rey Mysterio's back! That's pretty exciting, right? Oh, look, he has new tattoos, too. Nobody tell Mattel that. Quite a bit has happened in the wrestling world over the past couple weeks, but nothing as important as these two things. Austin Aries captured the TNA World Heavyweight Championship at the Destination X pay-per-view, and John Cena captured the WWE Championship briefcase at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. This is great. This means you don't have to compare WWE and TNA anymore, because clearly they're presenting two completely different products. Which one is better is up to you, obviously. Kidding aside, among other things on the 1000th Raw, I can't wait for the WWE Championship match, but I'm also pretty excited that the Intercontinental title is going to be defended. It's a good indicator that, despite the fact that a Raw celebration wouldn't be a Raw celebration without some kind of stupid dance-off, there's going to be some pretty solid wrestling matches as well. Hi, is this JTG's mom? Hey, Mrs. TG, I think you should maybe call the grocery store in your area and see if they're hiring. Or you could also call the cemetery and see if they have plots open, because your son's either looking for a job or he's dead. Ringside or Riot is brought to you by the Mattel WWE Series 22. Superstars from the past. Superstars from the present. Superstars you know and love. Superstars! 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 Dramatico lives at San Diego Comic-Con 2012. Again! Where's the Shakespeare booth? I'm looking for the Shakespeare booth. Has anyone... What number is the Shakespeare booth? Being so close to the Mexican border, luchadors are hardly few and far between. Chop. Again! Hand back. Again!
Oh my god!
Turn your hand around.
Oh! Yeah!
America! Jack Sparrow, clearly alive and well, despite being sucked into the ocean at the end of the movie.
I think the Macho Man is something. The Macho Man ain't nothing. He ain't nothing. He ain't nothing. Ooh, Hogan Man.
Then you don't have money to buy a cosmetic chair. You have one chair to do it. Look, separate distraction is there because... Why? Why you bring your chair separate?
It's the worst English I've ever heard. So many intricate metaphors in one villainous character.
The very beautiful panties are really lovely. Can I see the other star? You have 1, 2, 3 stars. You have to get another star. Can you show me the one in the back? I'm about to be I'm sorry. I have to be really bad. I can't resist it.
Can I just get like a hug?
Yes.
Finally, they've found each other.
Oh, Dramatico! Yes! Dramatico! Awesome!
For you and your troubles.
No way, dude. Oh, dude, Dramatico? Dude, he just gave me...
My God.
To Marco! You're the man, dude! You're the man! Woo!
Fan Figure Frenzy!
Hey figure friends, it's Demon from 200, and the figure that I will be presenting to you is a couple, wife and husband, Queen Chamel and Booker T. They were awesome since their debut as a team, you know. I mean, they just made a great team and I always like them. So that was my audition for Fan Figure Frenzy. Don't forget to like this video and remember, Ringside Riot, the best show on YouTube, baby!
Fan Figure Frenzy!
The Tom and Tim rundown at ComicCon finally has a home on Ringside Riot. It doesn't just say Tom and Tim rundown anymore in the YouTube title. It's like, oh, what's that mean?
ROR.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Tired? Good.
I'm
Haven't seen you in a while. So I have a question for you first and foremost.
Yeah.
How come some weeks there's buzz from the basement and some weeks there isn't?
Well,
Can we answer this question once and for all so everybody doesn't scream at me and get pissed at me? Like not that it's anybody's fault, but you know, some would like to make it somebody's fault. So let's just not make it my fault.
Blame
right
me,
now.
not you.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I work.
Blame him, not me.
I've been working a lot,
Right.
And as you know, in the Buzz from the Basement segments, you see me wearing the same shirt and hat, so I try to film like 2 or 3 at a time.
Right.
And when I'm on the road, it's kind of hard. So when I get back in, I try to get them out there, and we've got a lot coming. So for the fans of Buzz from the Basement, I appreciate it. Keep supporting it. For the ones who don't like it, learn to love it. I was excited about was the Stone Cold being shown for
The Stone Cold debuted. Ringside exclusive Stone Cold, brand new head. The Attitude titles. Everybody was saying like, oh, he never held the Smoking Skull, but former hardcore champion Trevor Potter found the match where he held both, where he won. I don't know who he beat, but he had the bionic redneck vest on, and he was holding both titles for his celebration. So.
What do you think about Brock?
The body mold's cool. I'm not a really big Brock guy, so it doesn't do much for me. But
Is he even going to be around when the figure comes out?
Good question. What else?
I like
stands out?
Lawler. I like Lawler. I've got to go old school with Lawler because that's an outfit that he wore back in the Memphis days, and they kind of reinvented it for the WrestleMania match that he was in, and then now they're kind of bringing it out. And for Mattel to have the Lawler figure, that's pretty cool.
How do you feel about the Albert chance when Tensai comes out?
I like it.
You like it?
I think it's great.
Why?
I think it's great.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, it's not like they put a mask on him and tried to dress him up as somebody different. They put some fake tattoos on him.
They put a metaphorical mask on him to try to dress him up as somebody else.
He's still going to always be Albert or A-Train.
Right.
You know, you can't get past that. If they would have brought him back with a mask on, maybe he might have been Tensei.
So?
Yeah. But what's up with him beating up with his manager or the guy walking out with him?
I don't know.
Just beating him up all the time.
It's kind of messed up.
It's like,
it almost looks to me like an abusive family member or something. There's something very uncomfortable about that when it happens. He just beats him up, and it's like, man. Even when Del Rio beats up Ricardo, it doesn't hurt that bad. It's like,
no, it's really bad.
That guy, when Tensai beats that guy up, it's like, oh man, it's like he's neglecting his grandfather at the nursing home or something.
Speaking of Ricardo, what about that figure? What do you think?
I personally think it's time to move Build-A-Figures to the main line. Of course, that's, you know, who knows where their decision making is on that, but I feel like that's working well enough that people are reacting pretty strongly to those, you know? People want those guys.
The one thing I did notice about this whole case, though, is that there's more Zack Ryder figures. It's like he's starting to become haunting. It's just like in your ear. And like when you do a Ringside Riot, you're going to pop a Zack Ryder up here and a Zack Ryder up here, and he's just going to be everywhere. Yeah, exactly.
You ever see, what's the movie with the, they all roll up into a giant ball, and when you roll over a person, it eats the person.
I remember that movie.
Critters.
Critters, that's what it is.
It's like the Zack Ryder Critters. They're just going to be everywhere.
You know what freaked me out?
What?
The walking Cena.
I don't get that.
I didn't either.
You know,
his nipples were all tucked in, and it just didn't look right.
It was just, I don't know. It's
weird,
man.
I'm going to have nightmares. But, you know, overall, that's pretty cool. I like the idea of how they are coming out with some new sets. Now, I've been really critical with Mattel, and I have not shown a lot of Mattel product in the Buzz from the Basement segment. But I will say that I have turned a leaf, and I explained that to the Mattel guys, that I think they're starting to pay attention to more detail. I think they are starting to listen to the fans on the Wrestling Fix board about getting, after this much time, getting things fixed, like the ankle joints and stuff like that. And I think they are starting to take that into more consideration and say, okay, we need to make the best product possible. I know they've been making a good product for a long time, but But now they have finally won me over, and that's what I tried to explain, in my opinion, to the fans and to them. So I'm pretty happy with what they're doing now.
I have nothing but good things to say at this point. I really do.
Yes, me too.
I can't think of criticisms, really, honestly. I'm behind him 110 at this point. So 110%.
110%?
110%.
That's what Arnold would say when he was on Celebrity Apprentice.
110%.
I always give 110%, no matter what. I give 110%. I always give 110%. 110% is what I give. Did you watch Celebrity Apprentice?
I don't watch TV.
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, Lou Ferrigno?
Who
You
did I
said
say,
Arnold.
I said Arnold. Oh, let's see. There I go messing up again.
Yeah.
Lou Ferrigno. That's what he said.
Just take a name out of the meathead hat. So that's
He
all.
probably said, "I'll be back."
All right, and with that, we won't be back. When,
No, we're done.
When this gets on the air and nobody,
We edit it,
you know,
no one sees
everybody's
it all.
like,
Yeah.
I've had enough of this. So, thanks for sticking with us for all the coverage. Thanks for everything, you guys. WrestlingFigures.com, largest selection of wrestling figures on the internet.
You guys rock.
Ringside Riot, Buzz from the Basement, Tim Ash.
Tom's the man. Tom is the man.
No such things needed.
He's the man.
Later. See you next time.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel for future episodes. Follow our Twitter account. Like our Facebook page. And check out Ringside Collectibles at WrestlingFigures.com for the largest selection of wrestling figures anywhere in the universe.
Talk about it. We gonna